Hi everyone, I'm Sandy of thekoshertomato.com and I'd like to show you the basics of sharpening your knife. So first off, the misconception is that this steel sharpens. It does not. It hones your knife. What that means is it basically realigns the edge. So if after a while of chopping it's really sort of getting dull, you can use the sharpening steel, really honing steel, and sort of realign that edge for you temporarily. Now, when that's not enough and it's not working, you do want to reach for a stone. I have mine sitting in water for about 5 minutes prior to use, and I have two sides of grit here. You can see I've got a coarser grit, and then the top is the finer grit. What I want to start with is the coarser grit, and what that's going to do is remove some of the metal of my knife to really get me back to that sharp edge of my knife. So I am a righty, so I am going to use my left hand to apply pressure on the knife. My stance is comfortable, so I don't feel wobbly at all, and I'm in control of the situation. And I want to put pressure on the way up. Oh, I should mention that the angle that you have here is about 15 to 20 degrees, as if you were to put a matchbook in between. That's approximate, so if you want to practice, that's a good way. And you put the pressure on the way up and then release on the way down. It sounds the same, but I am releasing. Pressure on the way up, release on the way down. Pressure on the way up, release on the way down. Now, with time, you get a little faster. And you should be walking your hands kind of along. Then you would turn it over, and same thing. Now, in this case, what you want to do is put pressure on the way down. So when the blade is away from you, you do want to put the pressure towards you and release on the way up. Pressure down, release on the way up. Pressure down. And if you feel like it's needing a little more water to help you along the way, you should do that. It is a messy job, but that's what it looks like. And then about 10 swipes on each side is sufficient usually. And then you would want to switch to your finer side, which basically polishes what you just did. Okay, same thing. Pressure on the way down, and I'm going the full length of the knife. Okay, pressure on the way up with the blade facing me. Pressure on the way up, and so forth. So you get the idea. It does take practice. I'm going like this a lot just to kind of see where, it may need it. If I'm not even, you do want to keep that pressure even along the way, but you do also want to pay attention to the tip of your knife and also the heel of your knife, because you tend to use those areas most often. But those are the basics. I hope it helped you a little bit, and if you have any questions at all, please reach me at sandy@thekoshertomato.com. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.